Hey everybody, welcome to Financial Freedom Fridays. So on today's topic, we are going to discuss the various types of income. So actually, I'm sure all of you guys were probably raised, like myself, just knowing about one type of income. But today we're actually going to talk about three types of income, which will help you guys to really have a different perception of how you can earn money, and furthermore, which is even more important, to become a financially independent is how money can work for you. So the three types of income, first type is your earned income or active income, right? So that's the income that your mom or dad, grandparents always told you to go to school for, earn good grades, work hard, so that you can get a good job. And growing up, I always really had that perception of climbing the corporate ladder so that I can earn a high salary and be able to help out my family, my siblings, my mother. And so the downside of that is there's really only a limited amount of time and energy that you can allocate to earn income, right? Obviously, the positive aspects for earned income is really, the stability as well as the predictability. Obviously, you can lose your job, unfortunately, but for the most part, you kind of know you have a steady income, you know approximately how much you'll earn on a weekly or monthly or bi-weekly basis. But again, there are disadvantages to earn income. For example, you may unfortunately, the company may downsize, you may unfortunately lose your job, you may have health issues and unfortunately cannot continue to work the amount of hours that you desire to work to maintain your standard of living. So, obviously, one of the huge benefits of having earned income, and the way that you should really use earned income if you do work, a corporate job or any full-time job, is to use that money to generate other types of income. So you start to save, you start to build your foundation, but then ultimately you want to use that earned income in order to finance other opportunities. So the second type of income is known as passive income. And passive income is really generated from an asset that you purchase that's going to then allow you to generate additional income without having to invest your time and being physically present like you would have to do with your earned income, right? So passive income, for example, would be a landlord or real estate investor who owns a property. For example, you may own a home, a condo, investors that own vacation villas or so forth, but they own that asset and then they do not have to physically or emotionally or in terms of energy be present, but their investment is going to continue to generate income. So that's an example of having your money begin to work for you. Obviously, one of the benefits is that you don't have to be there, right? But while you're sleeping, your money is still working for you, which is what you cannot do with earned income. One of the disadvantages, obviously, with passive income is that it may require a large initial investment. For example, if you wanted to own a condo or an apartment unit or so forth, a duplex, obviously you have to have upfront capital or financing opportunities in order to do so. Which is why I tell you guys to use your earned income to start saving and trying to capitalize on the interest that you can earn for that, on those types of money that are going to come in, to then turn it around and use it for your passive income. Another disadvantage of passive income is that you may still need additional supplemental income in order to maintain your quality of living. Obviously, though, once you start to have multiple investments, the income may be sufficient in order for you to live off completely. But obviously, when you're first beginning, you may still need to have some type of supplemental income, such as earned income. So the third type of income is portfolio income, right? And so contrary to most people's belief, particularly that grew up with a family that did not invest in the stock market, the belief is that you need to be rich or have thousands and thousands of dollars in order to generate portfolio income, in order to invest in the stock market. So portfolio income is any income that's generated from investment vehicles, such as having stocks, owning public companies, shares of companies, owning bonds or mutual funds. When you start to earn or gain capital from those initial purchases, that's known as portfolio income. Obviously, again, you don't have to be there. You can buy XYZ shares of stock, and if the market is doing great, then you're earning money. Obviously, with that comes risk, right? So we always talk about, I always tell you guys that with portfolio income, it is important for you to kind of do research and understand what you're getting into as far as risk, and really trying to hold investments for a long-term basis, which one of the benefits of that, when you kind of hold stocks for a longer term basis, more than a year, you are taxed at a lower income tax rate. A disadvantage is that you may need to have more of a, you may need to have some type of experience just to begin, which is why I tell you guys to kind of start with maybe $1,000, and then try your hand at looking at companies that you really believe in before you start to allocate more money. Obviously, you can go to a financial advisor and have a professional manage your portfolio for you. Those are really, the three types of income. Obviously, you guys, along with myself, I want to shoot for earning portfolio income and passive income, because that's really honestly, that's the only way that you can become financially independent. There's only a certain amount of hours and energy that you guys have. I know if you've worked long corporate hours like I used to in the past, you really can get burned out, and you're there for so long. And if you have a family, you hardly get to spend time with them. So I hope that learning, just kind of envisioning the way money can work for you, will give you the motivation to kind of think about how you can branch out and how you can move from where you currently are to becoming more financially independent. So until next Friday, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and let's stay committed to being physically, spiritually, and financially fit. Happy Friday, guys.